fields, Father, here's a letter from our Pete. And come to the front door, Mother, here's a letter from thy dear son. Lo, 'tis autumn, lo, where the trees, deeper green, yellower and redder, cool and sweeten Ohio's villages with leaves fluttering in the moderate wind, where apples ripe in the orchards hang, and grapes on the trellised vines. Smell you the smell of the grapes on the vines? Smell you the buckwheat where the bees were lately buzzing? Above all, lo, the sky so calm, so transparent after the rain, and with wondrous clouds. Below, too, all calm, all vital and beautiful, and the farm prospers well. Down in the fields all prospers well, but now from the fields come, Father, come at the daughter's call. And come to the entry, Mother, to the front door, come right away. Fast as she can, she hurries, something ominous, her steps trembling. She does not tarry to smooth her hair, nor adjust her cap. Open the envelope quickly. Oh, this is not our son's writing, yet his name is signed. Oh, a strange hand writes for our dear son. Oh, stricken mother's soul. All swims before her eyes, flashes with black. She catches the main words only, sentences broken. Gunshot wound in the breast. Cavalry skirmish. Taken to hospital. At present low, but will soon be better. Ah, now the single figure to me, amid all teeming and wealthy Ohio with its cities and farms, sickly white in the face and dull in the head, very faint, by the jamb of a door leans. Grieve not so, dear mother, the just-grown daughter speaks through her sobs. The little sisters huddle around speechless and dismayed. See, dearest mother, the letter says Pete will soon be better. Alas, poor boy, he will never be better, nor maybe needs to be better, that brave and simple soul. While they stand at home at the door, he is dead already. The only son is dead. But the mother needs to be better. She, with thin form, presently dressed in black. By day, her meals untouched. Then at night, fitfully sleeping, often waking. In the midnight waking, weeping, longing with one deep longing. Oh, that she might withdraw unnoticed, silent from life, escape and withdraw, to follow, to seek, to be with her dear, dead son.
Lo, 'tis autumn! Look at the deeper green, and the red and the yellow.
Did you hear what I heard?
Yes, I did.
Oh, the leaves are so beautiful, and so is the sky. It has just rained. I love nature. It is so beautiful.
Hey, that sounds like a poem we're reading in literature class. Come up from the fields, Father.
No way, that's my poem.
Are you Whitman?
The one and only.
You're Walt Whitman. He goes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, isn't it cool? So do you want to come into my house and analyze that poem?
That's kinda creepy, but okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So, children, what questions do you have about my poem?
Oh, Mr. Whitman, I just wanted to know, why ever did you write this poem?
Well, it was during wartime, and I was feeling sad, so I decided to write a poem about what the war may have been like for many families.
It did seem kind of common sometimes, because that kind of death, it wasn't that rare back then.
No, it certainly wasn't. But in my poem I wanted to show that sorrow is great, even for the death of a man who may seem common to us strangers. But every death affects all of us.
Who were the characters, Mr. Whitman?
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty straightforward. I would say the mother, the father, the daughter, and Pete. I chose to name Pete because he is the character who dies, and I wanted the reader to be able to sympathize with him and with the family by naming him, and not just allowing him to remain unnamed like the countless other soldiers who died in the war.
I certainly was sympathetic. We almost cried when we were reading that poem.
Yeah. How would you compare nature with death, Mr. Whitman?
Well, I would say that when leaves die, it is like people dying. And in the poem, it is autumn, and in the poem, Pete dies. And it is just showing that life goes on. And there is one great circle of life, and autumn becomes winter, and winter becomes spring, and death becomes life, and we are all a part of it.
Oh, now it makes more sense. Wow.
Yeah.
But one of the central themes, what was that? What's the central theme of this poem?
Well, I would just say that one of the central themes is that death is a part of life. And just like the mother must be better, we too must be better, and not let our sorrows drag us down for too long, even though we may wish to become death ourselves.
Oh, wow.
I really like the assonance and metaphors and alliterations.
Alliteration was
Oh,
my
I
favorite.
love poetic devices.
Me too.
Did you like how I said, come up from the fields, father?
Field father is alliteration.
Alliteration is awesome.
Indeed.
So is repetition. Like, oh, this is not our son's writing. Oh, a strange hand. Although you could also call that assonance.
What is
What?
anaphora?
Anaphora is repetition.
Did you have any of that in your poem, Mr. Whitman?
I think I just talked about that.
Oh, my.
I also have a great juxtaposition in this entire poem because there is a great contrast between the beautiful nature imagery at the beginning and the sorrowful images near the end.
Why was the mother so depressed when she found out that Pete died?
Well, her son had died, and we as humans do not wish to accept that death is a part of life. It makes us feel sorrowful and alone.
She was really, really, really depressed.
Yeah, she didn't
Yeah.
touch her food. She didn't sleep at night.
That's
She was
sort of
just
how
so
I
sad.
felt when Abraham Lincoln died.
Abraham. No.
I read your poem about him. You were sure sad. You admired the man. But in this poem, it shows that sadness too, but towards Pete.
Yes, indeed. I like to relate my life to poems.
Interesting.
Yes.
That's cool.
So have you enjoyed reading my poem?
Very much, Mr. Whitman.
I'm glad. Especially because it was written in the third person. I bet you liked that I wasn't using I all the time.
It was sure a surprise because in most of your poems you use I, but in this one there wasn't a single I.
That's because I write great poems. All right, I've got to go now.
Bye, Mr.
It
Whitman.
was very nice meeting you, children. I'm going to go turn into a bird and sing in the swamp.
Have fun, Mr. Birdwood.
Bye, Mr. Whitman.
They